We hit 800 likes in 2 days. 2 days! That's insane. Thank you so much. Right now we're almost at 1,000 likes, and I just wanted to say thank you. So as promised, the exclusive download to the Electric Origins that was just originally for our donators is now public. You'll be able to find a download link in the description of this video in the important links section, and you'll also be able to find a download link if you're in the Discord. I'm going to be doing a short guide on how to install the data pack in just a minute, so stay tuned, and welcome to Project Stevorium. I'm going to assume that you've seen the last video before I get into this one. The origin I will be covering today is the Electrocutionist, which is one of 2 of the electric elemental origins. The other one is called the Sparker, and as I'm sure you can see on screen, I already made that video a while back. There would normally be a lot of repeat information, so instead of wasting your time in this video, I suggest you go back and watch that video if you haven't already. First things first, let me show you how to download and install this data pack. If you know how data packs work like most people, you can skip this segment and just jump to the next one. Timestamps will be in the description and you can hover along the YouTube bar to skip. I don't know why some people have no idea what a data pack is, but it's not a mod. Do not put this in your mods folder. It doesn't go there. Don't put it in your mods folder. What you want to do is go to the link in the description under important links. You should see a CurseForge link and go ahead and click it. From there, it should take you to our developers page. Once you're at our developers page, you can download the data pack just like so. Now that you have the data pack, not a mod, by the way, a data pack, you can add it to your own single player worlds. I'm going to be using my own mod pack for this. If you didn't know, there's a beta update out for 1.17, so you can play around with these new elements and you can update the old Origins Plus pack if you'd like. Once you're in the new world menu, press the huge, fat data pack button and drop it in. That's it. Start your world, do whatever you want to do, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I will warn you, the other elements are classified and not included in the electric package. You can see sneak peeks of them, but if you select them, you'll just spawn in as a human and nothing will happen. So please just make sure to pick the electric element. More elements will be added as they're coded and more videos come out. Okay, so some of you may be joining us right now because you have a brain and you know how data packs work and you didn't watch that bit. Welcome to my origin spotlight of the Electrocutionist. This is an origin in Project Stevorium, which is a data pack myself and my team are making to turn the regular Minecraft Origins experience into an RPG style update. There will be quests and lore, as well as origin evolutions and new abilities. I'm going to start live streaming every Sunday to answer all of your questions about Project Stevorium, so make sure you tune in for those. This video you should be watching on a Friday morning, at least in my time zone, which means if you have any questions, you can ask them to be this Sunday, which should be around exactly 48 hours after this video has gone out. Okay, so the Electrocutionist. This origin is a sorcerer that throws lightning bolts at their enemies. They do massive amounts of damage, but are situational in combat the same as the Sparker. I am not going to be going over the common traits of the electric element because I already did that in the Sparker video and it took around 5 minutes. I can give you a very fast description if you'd like a refresher, but if you'd like to see video tidbits and more information, make sure to check out that other video. The first common trait all electric origins have is golden. This makes golden equipment extremely powerful and you have unlimited durability. However, the heavier armor you wear, the slower you become. Grounded is another common trait for the electric origins. This makes it so standing on natural stone weakens you over time. Voltra's bolts is another common trait that affects all electric origins. You must have a clear path to the sky for lightning to strike at the target. Lightning can't phase magically through the ground, and it doesn't work in the nether or the end. The last common trait that the Electrocutionist and the Sparker have is brownout. Your ability cooldowns are much faster compared to the other origins and elements, but they require food to operate. If your food levels get too low, you are debuffed with weakness, mining fatigue, and blindness. Again, I wanted to waste the least amount of time possible because I already went over these in depth in the last video, and most of you are probably familiar with what the common traits are for the elements. Without further ado, let's get into the Electrocutionist origin. A hidden ability I should mention is that all of the Electrocutionist's abilities are completely free if they're used in the rain. This really allows them to increase their threat level in storms or regular rainfall. However, the Electrocutionists also have a downside, which is called physical ineptitude. This gives you 2 less hearts and makes it so you can't hold a shield correctly. The Electrocutionist and the Sparker share the same first ability. The ability is called Conductor, and it's unlocked after you kill a drowned. Your bonus is that all of your attacks while wet do 25% extra damage. Their next ability is called Zap. After you craft a lightning rod, you unlock the ability to hurl a strike of lightning from the sky at a decent range in front of you. This ability has a very low cooldown, but it consumes hunger to use. However, as mentioned, it is 100% free if used in the rain. The Electrocutionist's next ability is Volt Escape. After crafting a potion of swiftness, you gain the ability to zap forward in any direction. This is a teleport and can go through blocks. This ability is also free if used in the rain. The Electrocutionist's ultimate ability is called Discharge. This is an upgrade to the Zap ability from earlier. However, similarly with the Sparker, they are bound to different keybinds, so you can still use both of them. Zap, which is the non-upgraded version, fires 1 bolt of lightning, while Discharge fires a cluster of 4 to 5 lightning bolts. This increases your chances of hitting a moving target drastically and increases your overall damage output of this ability significantly. This ability also has a pretty short cooldown and is free in the rain as usual. However, if you're not in a rain, this is a more powerful version of Zap and it burns more hunger than Zap normally does. Playstyle. When it comes to hit and runs, nothing beats the Electrocutionist. Because of your insane speed and certain armors, you can kite your opponents to death. Pun intended, because, lightning strikes kites when you fly them in storms and stuff like that. The Electrocutionists have some of the best AoE and consistent damage outputs in the entire game. With insanely low cooldowns and at full saturation, you're able to use Zap about 5 or 6 times before you need to eat again. You can also run backwards faster than most people can run forwards. Not to mention you have a get out of jail free card with Volt Escape, allowing you to dash a decent distance away or toward your enemies. Similar to the Sparker, it's important to pick your fights. Your insane mobility is always going to be with you no matter where you are. However, if you don't have a direct line of sight to the sky, you're not going to be able to use your lightning. As far as an element lineup, the electric element itself isn't really weak to anything besides the ground. You are incredibly effective against the water element, and your lightning leaves fire behind, which is super effective against the nature element. Lightning and smite attacks also do extra damage to the undead. So as far as the element itself goes, there's not too many drawbacks. The Electrocutionists definitely take some skill. But if you're able to manage high-speed mobility with casting lightning bolts at your enemies, you will be able to do the highest damage out of all of the origins and elements in Stevorium. Well, that's it. Short and sweet and hopefully to the point. I hope you enjoyed the video on the Electrocutionist. This custom origin would not have been possible without our developer, Mega. You can get in contact with Mega on the Discord if you have any questions. If you'd like to donate to the project and get early access, please check out my Ko-Fi page in the description. As I mentioned, our donators actually had this entire electric element about 5 days before the rest of you get it. So if that's something you're interested in, you can consider supporting the project. If you don't want to donate with cold hard cash, that's absolutely fine. We'd really appreciate it if you considered subscribing and dropping a like on this video. Your support means so much to us as we take on this massive project. Thank you so much, and we hope you're excited for Project Stevorium. If you have any questions or want to know some juicy details about the project, I stream live on Sundays. Make sure you're subscribed and have the live stream notifications turned on so you don't miss it. Now that we're at the end of this video, we have completely finished overviewing the electric element. Next time, things will be heating up a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next one.